Hey y'all, on this edition of Hopped Up, we are reviewing the Porter by Founders Brewing. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for joining us on Hopped Up. Welcome back. If you like our videos, please like and subscribe. My name is Ben. I've got Jay, and Andy is back in the attic again. What are we reviewing today?
Today, we are doing the Porter from Founders Brewing. It is dark, rich, and sexy. I mean, not my words, it's their words.
It's printed on the bottle.
Yeah.
Printed on the
Quite
bottle.
comical with the very elegant lady from the early 1900s on there.
Indeed,
I mean,
indeed.
you know, back then,
Yeah.
I mean, she looks like she could be wealthy. She's wearing dark clothes and, you know, she could have been a fox at the time.
So what's the history of the Porter, Andy? I know you've always got our history going.
Well, just for a short lesson, it was named after the river and street porters in England that frequented the bars that drank that type of beer. The porter was a very popular beer at the time, but it's a dark style that originated in London in the early 18th century. So,
Awesome.
well, I'm sure we can go into another episode on all our beer history and styles and education.
Yep. This particular one is 6.5% ABV, 45 IBUs. I'll admit this is one that I've had before, so excited to try it again.
That was one of your faves, huh? You like them?
This is definitely one of my favorite porters. So excited to share it with you guys and ready to open it up.
Let's crack it.
Pours out pretty thick. At least mine is.
Stop bragging about your pour.
Of course, Andy likes to get the head.
Yes. Give it to me. That might be here a while.
Yeah.
Cheers,
I
think we've got. Cheers, mates.
I'll see. Next episode, I'll be ready to have this one. Let's go back to do some editing.
Yeah, I think that's a really great porter for my taste. Definitely very dark, black almost in color. So
very roasty and malty.
Yeah,
it definitely comes through.
Yeah,
it's got that coffee and kind of chocolatey smell.
So a little bit about Founders. What they were founded in 1997 in Grand Rapids by a couple of guys up there, and I guess Ben had a funny story kind of tied to some of their financial troubles they had. So
yeah, they have a really interesting history page, and it's what laid out pretty well, I think, where it lists kind of some of their monumental years. And for one of the years, I think it's the third or fourth one on the list, they mentioned that they weren't doing very well financially. They weren't making very good beer, according to their own page, and they actually the landlord was after them for the rent, and they were afraid they were going to get locked out of their own brewery. So they went and bought bolt cutters just in case they did padlock them out. I guess they would have a way to get back in. But obviously, I think all of us have had several Founders beers other than this one over time, and they obviously are doing a little bit better these days. Definitely excited to have this beer again.
Don't they do the all day IPA?
They do.
And then the Founders, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they came across that about 10 years after what Ben's talking about, maybe 2007, 2008. It was on their history page. the formula they came up with for that. So
Well, if we're being honesty and revealing things, I too have had the Founders Porter, and it is up there on one of my favorites of porters that I've had. So,
Yep.
This is an easy score for me. But yeah, it's for those who do like the head, it's got a really good soft head.
So this is
But
actually my first
easy to go
time
through. Oh, all right.
Oh, wow.
having it. So I've had some of their others. Obviously, All Day is a great one that I love to have as an easy drinking, day drinking type. As you guys know, I'm more of the hoppy flavored,
Mhm.
but this is really good. I've had their KBS, several variants of that over the years, and they do a really good job with that as well. It's kind of, I guess, their barrel aged coffee stout and variations of that are really good. This is good. It's got a great flavor and very, very smooth.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased with it.
I mean, it's sweet. Again, I mean, its smell is just like the taste. Or I guess aroma. Smell makes it sound like bad. I guess aroma is it tastes like it smells. But you got that chocolate, you got the coffee, a little caramel tint to it. I like it. It could be a dessert,
All those flavors, I think you want in a good porter, definitely come through and make it, in my mind, a really good beer. So let's go ahead and rate it. Jay, since it's your first time with the porter from Founders, why don't you go first? What would you say?
I'd probably give it a 7.5. I mean, it's really good, smooth. I'm not a huge porter guy like you guys, but it's really good. I really enjoy it. So,
Andy, what say you?
I'm going to give it an 8.5. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's been a while since I've had it, but I have a lot of appreciation for this style. Porters are, you can drink them year round, but something like this, this reminds me of a cooler weather type of beer. I won't be out in the yard in the summer with this 8.5.
I would give it an 8.5 as well. This is one that when I go to the store, if they have it, I buy it. I'm at least going to buy one, maybe even a couple. It's one that I'll reach for, as soon as it's cold in my fridge, because I think it's a great beer. Again, I think it brings out all the flavors you really want in a porter. I really like porters, so it's definitely one that I reach for anytime they have it.
Yeah. And is it I guess it's a seasonal thing. They don't make this year round, do they?
This is year round.
This is year round. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It is year round from them. So, if we live closer to Michigan, we'd probably have access to it year round. But given that we don't, it's kind of when I see it, I grab it. So,
okay.
Ben likes that dark, rich, and sexy.
Indeed.
Got to find me one.
Does it really have to be rich?
It helps, right?
Yeah.
It puts it over the top.
Yeah.
All right, that gives us an 8.2 for the porter from Founders. Overall, I think it's a great beer. I think we all agree that we've enjoyed this one, and look forward to seeing you guys the next time. Again, remember to like and subscribe, leave us some comments, let us know what you think of the porter from Founders, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.